Today, we see the SPY and the QQQ holding their prices steady, maintaining the short and medium-term uptrend. So, for now, there is no technical evidence to suggest a reversal or change in sentiment. And we see many other stocks reacting very well above their own support levels. So, in today's video, let's see what opportunities await us. This is the Finance Hydra channel where together we study the market every single day, always basing our readings and strategies on technical evidence without bias or guesswork, because here we stick to the facts only. Alright, my name is Nathan. It's a pleasure to see you guys over here. Welcome to another daily video. So let us start our analysis looking at the SPY ETF over here, which is making a bullish reaction today. Alright, I know we are technically dropping right here, right now, the moment I'm recording this video, we are technically dropping 0.07%. However, today's price action is quite bullish because we see a bullish candlestick pattern above the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart, which is right now today acting as a support level for us. In addition, when we take a look at the 1-hour chart, we see the SPY clearly in an uptrend right here, right now, because we finally triggered a bullish pivot point. We made a higher high, higher low, breaking the previous high at 595, which was, by the way, a very dangerous top signal right below the 21-hour EMA. All right, this is a tweezer stop candlestick pattern. All right, it is a quite bearish one. We did drop a little bit. Right now we are making a higher high, higher low, breaking the 595 top level and breaking the 21-hour EMA as well. Both key points are below the current price, suggesting that even if we see a short-term correction, any correction to one of these key points could be totally normal, expected, not a reason to panic. In fact, we could see only another buying opportunity. Therefore, we are maintaining the uptrend. We don't see any meaningful bearish reversal chart structure, no meaningful bearish reaction, suggesting that we could possibly frustrate this bullish scenario. All right, if we see one, okay, great. If we see the SPY losing all the 3 support levels I just mentioned to you over here, all right, we are gonna possibly trigger a sharper correction, materializing another pullback at least to the 585 again. However, as long as we stay above the 21-day EMA, the 21-hour EMA, and the 595, okay, the bullish bias will persist. In this case, Nathan, okay, we are not seeing any bearish reversal, any bearish chart structure. So what is our next technical target? What is its next technical resistance level? Is the all-time high 609.07. That's our next technical stop for the SPY. If we see SPY breaking the 609, fantastic. We are gonna continue the bullish bias, and we're gonna seek for higher and higher levels, because the trend is still bullish. We still see the SPY making higher highs, higher lows. All right, we don't see lower highs, lower lows yet. So by breaking the 609, we are gonna maintain the uptrend on the daily chart. Similarly, we see the QQQ reacting very well, its short and medium term support levels as well. For instance, we see the QQQ materializing a bullish pivot point just like the SPY. All right, a higher high, higher low, turning the 21-hour EMA upwards again. All right, this is very good. Even if we see a pullback to this moving average, or maybe even to the 524, the previous top level, okay, great. Any bullish reaction around these key support levels could be just another buying opportunity. What's more, we are also above the 21-day EMA, and we are above many other technical support levels on the daily chart. We see the 524 again, which is the trigger point of this bottom signal, which has a name. All right, this candlestick pattern has a name. It is a classic piercing line candlestick pattern. All right, when we see when we see the price gapping down, however, we see a very nice recovery closing above the midpoint of the previous bearish candlestick pattern. This is a classic piercing line candlestick pattern, which is a quite reliable bullish reversal candlestick pattern, and the 524 was its previous technical trigger point. Right now, we are maintaining the bullish bias. Oh, what's more, this bullish candlestick pattern, this bottom signal appeared above the 21-day EMA, above this purple trend line, which is here since August this year, and above the 515, the previous top level, which did work as a support level for us. Another classic example of how the principle of polarity in technical analysis works. Previous top levels are going to work as future support levels and vice versa. In addition to all of this, we saw the QQQ closing this open gap over here before recovering. Remember, gaps work as magnets for the price and possible support and resistance levels as well. Right now, this gap was officially closed. So, another reason for us to believe that this key point was a multiple support area. Now we see the QQQ recovering nicely above all of its major support levels, therefore maintaining the uptrend. Only if we see the QQQ making a very ugly bearish reaction closing below all of these lines, we're gonna see the QQQ actually frustrating the bullish case over here, but so far we don't see. So far we only see another bullish candlestick pattern suggesting that yes, it is heading towards its all-time high around 539 period. Okay, if we see a bearish reaction, alright, we're gonna see one, but so far there is none. Remember, trading is reactive, it is not predictive. We can't tell the future, we don't know how the future is going to look like, but we can react properly to what we see using the right technical evidence, using candlestick chart patterns to identify possible bottom signals, possible points of inflection, points of reversal. All right, and how all of this will affect our dear stocks, like for instance Nvidia, which is right now dropping a little bit today. Okay, it is dropping, but just like the SPY, just like the QQQ, Nvidia is also above many support levels. All right, first 21-day EMA. Okay, second, when we look at the 1-hour chart, we are above the 21-hour EMA as well, which is pointing upwards. By the way, we just triggered what seems to be a kind of double bottom chart pattern, right, on the 1-hour chart. Right now, we are just maintaining the uptrend on the 1-hour and daily charts. All right, we are breaking many important resistance levels, and these key points are now our support levels. What's more, for me, guys, from my point of view, Nvidia is heading towards the all-time high. However, we gotta pay attention to this secondary resistance level at 146. For now, Nvidia is still bullish. I don't see any particular reason for us to believe to change our bullish case over here, but we gotta keep our eyes open at these key support levels. For me, from my point of view, Nvidia is a buy since it did a bottom signal over here. Alright, in December 17, I did share this trade in our community. The members of the 5% project got access to this signal very, very early. And guys, if you don't know the 5% project, then know that it is our educational project where you not only receive trading signals and strategies, but I also teach you step by step how to execute trades efficiently, with entry and exit points, knowing where your target, knowing where your stop loss is going to be even before you place the trade. I share complete strategies as well as providing you with a whole technical explanation that supports every single aspect of our decision-making process. Alright, and of course, it is free to test. You can stay with us for 7 days, absolutely free, learning and receiving our strategies firsthand, and then you decide if the channel is for you. Remember, guys, we are swing traders, okay? Meaning, we are not day traders. There is no particular reason for you to rush things up because we always work with patience, all right? We always work with strategy, and I'm never gonna share you guys a signal and you gotta trade immediately, all right? There is no need to babysit the channel every single time of the day because, again, we are swing traders. Most of the signals are shared after the market closes. So you have some time to study, you have some time to digest the information, to study the information, and then calmly you can place your orders, you can set our strategies on your charts, all right? Just check out our website for more details about the service and of course about our performance. The link is in this video's description, down here, below this video, all right? So let's continue our analysis over here because Nvidia is looking quite good. There is one thing that is annoying over here on Nvidia, which is the possibility of this descending channel, all right? We are on the verge of breaking this channel upwards, which is another very good technical evidence, which just reinforces the bullish bias, but we gotta see a meaningful breakout as soon as possible. So far, Nvidia is at least maintaining its price above its short and medium-term support level, so the bullish bias is still intact, but we have to break a few resistance levels right here, right now as well to reinforce our bullish case. Now, regarding Tesla, this one looks incredibly bullish, but Nathan, we see a bearish candlestick pattern today. Yes, we see. However, when we take a look at the 1 hour chart, I see what I see. I see crystal clear double bottom chart pattern on the 1 hour chart. Right now, we see Tesla breaking the neckline, I'm so sorry, the trigger point of this double bottom chart pattern, breaking the 21-hour EMA. This double bottom occurred right above the 414. 414, the previous all-time high from November 2021, now clearly acting as a support level for us. Remember, principle of polarity in technical analysis. So it is quite interesting to see Tesla behaving like this above its major support level right now. The only bearish reaction that Tesla could possibly materialize in order to reverse, to reject, to frustrate this uptrend is to lose the 414 along with the 21-day EMA. By losing both support levels, by missing both support levels, yes, Tesla is going to technically turn bearish on the daily chart again, possibly retesting the $358, its next technical support level, or maybe even in the worst case scenario, the 21-week EMA, by materializing a top signal on the weekly chart, because we are not only gonna lose the 414, the moving average on the daily chart as well, but we would also trigger a bearish pivot point, a lower high, lower low, also materializing a top signal on the weekly chart, because last week we saw this shooting star candlestick pattern, another classic bearish reversal candle pattern that which is quite reliable from a statistical point of view, but we gotta see for more confirmation. We gotta see Tesla losing the 414 in order to trigger this possible top signal, all right? And by the way, I describe many possible top and the bottom signals on our exclusive ebook on technical analysis, which is available to you guys, available to all the members of the 5% project on our Telegram channel. It is free to download. Again, it is free to test. Therefore, you can download our exclusive ebook for free. There, you can learn how to identify the most important inflection points, the most important reversal candlestick patterns, reversal chart patterns, and then we can apply all this knowledge in practice, day by day, learning through our exclusive signals shared on our Telegram channel. Therefore, again, join the 5% project for more information to learn how to trade, or if you just want to trade with me, all right? Link is in the video's description. So we see here classic shooting star candlestick pattern, all right? Classic. However, this candle pattern gotta be triggered, okay, in order to materialize a sharper correction. As long as you stay above the 414, as long as you stay above the 21-day EMA, great, fantastic. The uptrend will remain intact, all right? But it is very important for us to keep these key points in mind, all right? 414, 21-day EMA. And of course, guys, this is just in case, all right? Because we gotta be prepared for whatever comes next, all right? It is not negative thinking. A few weeks ago, I'm so sorry, a few months ago, one of my followers accused me of negative thinking. Nathan, you are too negative because you are saying that Tesla could drop. Well, but it could. Of course it could. This is not rocket science. It could at any moment. This is not negative thinking. This is getting prepared for whatever comes next. For now, the trend is still intact. We are still bullish, but bear these key points in mind because they could be what Tesla needs to reverse the uptrend. All right, so we gotta be prepared. This is for preparation's sake. All right, for us to understand the most important inflection points in our stocks. All right, now regarding AMD, this one is insanely bearish. All right, making lower highs, lower lows, not recovering, not making any crystal clear bottom signal, still trading above the 21-day EMA, which has been consistently acting as a resistance level for us. Alright, this is quite annoying, however. When we take a look at the weekly chart, we see a possible bottom signal. Again, on my ebook, I also describe this bottom signal over here, which is a possible bullish harami candlestick pattern. By the way, this candlestick pattern is not that reliable because according to Thomas Bukowski's studies, a harami only reverses the trend roughly 52 or 56% of the time. It is near random. Okay, it is not that reliable. However, in my humble experience, every single time I see a harami around a crystal clear support level like this weekly support level around 121, odds favor the bulls. Okay, so we still could see a bullish recovery, but we gotta see this bullish harami getting triggered next week. All right, then we may see AMD flying, recovering back to the 21-week EMA, or even to close one of its gaps, because we see many open gaps above the current price. The first one 137, second one 159, the last one around 174. So there's a lot of upside potential on AMD, but we gotta see a crystal clear bottom signal, and this is one possible bottom signal, all right, getting triggered on the weekly chart so we can see a meaningful long-term recovery. All right, so far AMD is still quite bearish below the 21-day EMA, so we still gotta be cautious over here. All right, regarding Palantir, this one broke the previous resistance level around $81, which was the resistance line of this congestion. All right, the most important inflection point for Palantir was the $71. Okay, only by losing the $71 we would see Palantir actually triggering a meaningful sharper correction on the weekly chart. However, we didn't. We broke its resistance level, so we are maintaining the uptrend, period. All right, period. There is nothing you can't argue with. You can't argue with facts. All right. Therefore, we are now above the previous resistance level, which apparently, by the way, is acting as a support level for us today, as we can see over here. Any pullback to the $81 or maybe even to the 21-hour EMA could be just another harmless pullback in an uptrend. We are still maintaining the uptrend. We are still above our short and the medium-term support levels. But Nathan, what if we see Palantir losing the $81 today or maybe in the next few days, closing below this key point? Could this possibly be a false breakout? In this scenario, yes, it could be. In this case, we could see another pullback to the 21-day EMA or maybe even to the $71. But this is not gonna turn the trend bearish yet. Any pullback could be just another buying opportunity. However, if we lose both key points down here, well, we are gonna technically reverse the medium-term uptrend, triggering a top signal on the weekly chart, suggesting maybe a sharper correction to the 21-week EMA. All right, so we gotta pay attention to these three key points right now: 81.60, 21-day EMA, 71.05. All right, these are the most important inflection points to watch out here on Palantir, right here, right now. And regarding Apple, you guys have been asking me to analyze Apple, Meta, Amazon. I'm gonna analyze all these stocks soon, but for now, let's focus on Apple because we see Apple making a new record high today. All right, it is insanely bullish, insanely bullish. The 5% project bought Apple over here near a crystal clear support level. Always buy near support levels. Nathan, is Apple a good buy right now? To me, it is not. To me, maybe it is to some people. There is no right and there is no wrong, unless as long as you use a crystal clear strategy, having a stop loss, a target. All right, there is no wrong over here, but to me, according to my personal trading style, it is not a buy right now. But if we see another pullback to the moving average or to a crystal clear support level, okay, Apple is going to be a buy again. For now, it is a hold, okay? It's totally normal to hold a stock while it is trending. I don't see any, right here, right now, I don't see any top signal, any bearish reaction. So we are still relatively safe, if you allow me to use this word. But since we don't see any meaningful bearish reversal chart structure, we are just fine. On the 1 hour chart over here, Apple is still way above the 21-hour EMA. We don't see lower highs, lower lows. We only see higher highs, higher lows, right? So we see many bullish chart structures on the 1 hour chart, on the daily chart. We are above all of its support levels, all right? There is no clear resistance level for us right now on Apple. So we are still maintaining the uptrend, no reason to panic. If we see a top signal, okay, any pullback to the 21-day EMA would be totally normal, expected, another buying opportunity probably, because buy near support levels, because the risk reward ratio is better. Okay, so this is how we work here in this relatively crazy weird market. All right, this is our main strategy. As swing traders, we use the most important inflection points in our favor to enhance the strategies and of course to improve the average risk reward ratio of every single trade. All right, now regarding micro strategy, this one follows Bitcoin. Okay, however, Bitcoin, as far as I know, Bitcoin is making a quite solid technical movement. When we look at the 1 hour chart, we are dropping, yes, we are dropping below the 21-hour EMA, but apparently the $95,000 is acting as a crystal clear support level. Again, previous top level, now support level, principle of polarity in technical analysis. Now, if we see any bullish reaction above this key point, above the 95,000, fantastic. It is gonna just trigger another buy signal, another bottom signal, and then it will continue going up. If we see the frustration of the moving average as a resistance level, even better. Then Bitcoin will most likely seek its all-time high again, and this is gonna benefit MicroStrategy as well. However, MicroStrategy is slightly more bearish because it is losing a few key support levels. I mean, we are trying very hard to maintain the price above the $340, but we have yet to see a clear, meaningful bullish reaction. If we see one, great, fantastic. This one is going to possibly seek the all-time high next, meaning it could go up roughly 60%. It feels like it is a quite small movement, right? But it is a lot. Any bottom signal over here would be fantastic. Yes, I have MicroStrategy on my personal radar, and this is why you should subscribe this channel, by the way, because here we talk about strategy, we talk about the most interesting stocks at the moment every single day, analyzing stocks through the lens of technical analysis. So subscribe, click the like button to support me, because your like means a lot to me, my friend. You support me a lot. Our channel is still quite small, but our community is quite solid. So remember, click the like button to support me, subscribe. Thank you for your audience, my dear friends. See you guys soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.